Good afternoon, children. Today you are going to revise physical properties of metals and non-metals. First physical property of metals are solid at room temperature. But exception is there. Mercury is a metal, but it is liquid. Non-metals may be solid, may be in liquid state, or may be in gaseous state. Like some nonmetals, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, iodine, these are solid at room temperature. Bromine is a nonmetal which is liquid at room temperature. And some nonmetals which are in gaseous state are oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, chlorine, etc. So you have seen the physical state of metals and non-metals. Now the next physical property is melting point and boiling point. Metals have high melting point and high boiling point. Okay, children? Melting point is the fixed temperature at which a solid changes into liquid. So, metals have high melting point and boiling point means the fixed temperature at which a liquid changes into gas. Metals have high melting point and high boiling point. If you see iron, it is a metal, its melting point is 1536 degree Celsius and its boiling point is 3000 degree Celsius. So it is very high temperature. But exception is there, children. Cesium is a metal but its melting point is only 28.7 degree Celsius. So you have seen that metals have high melting point and high boiling point. Now if you see non-metals, they have low melting point and low boiling point. For example, sulfur is a non-metal and its melting point is 119 degree Celsius. Okay, children? But again there is exception. Diamond, which is a form of carbon, its melting point is 3723 degree Celsius. It is very high temperature. Diamond is a form of carbon. It is not a non-metal. Diamond is an allotrope of carbon. What is allotrope? If an element exists in two or more forms and these forms have different physical properties but chemical properties are same, such forms are called allotropes. Carbon has allotrope like diamond and graphite. If you see diamond, it is poor conductor of electricity, whereas graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Diamond is the hardest non-substance, whereas graphite is very soft. You see the core of the pencil is graphite. So you have seen that physical properties are different, but if you see chemical property, if you burn diamond and graphite, you will see they form carbon dioxide. So this chemical property is same. So diamond and graphite are the forms of carbon, or you can say they are the allotropes of carbon. Now you have seen that non-metals have low melting point and low boiling point, but exception is there. Diamond, which is a form of carbon, its melting point is 3723 degrees Celsius. It is very high temperature. Now the next property you will see, children, it is density. Density means mass per unit volume. Metals have generally high density, okay, but exception is there. Sodium and potassium do not have high density. Okay, now if you see non-metals, they have low density. Okay, children? Now the next property is hardness. Metals are hard. If you apply high pressure on the metal, they do not get distorted because they are hard, whereas non-metals are brittle. If you hammer them, you will see they break down into smaller pieces because they are brittle, they are not hard. Okay, now I told you children that metals are hard, but exception is there. Sodium and potassium are not hard. You can cut them with a knife or with a razor blade. सोडियम और पोटासियम मेटल्स है, लेकिन ये हार्ड नहीं है. आप उसको चाकू से या रेजर ब्लेड से काट सकते हैं क्योंकि वो बहुत सॉफ्ट है. ठीक है बच्चों. नाउ यू विल सी दैट non-metals are not hard, they are brittle, but exception is there. Diamond is a form of carbon which is the hardest substance. Okay children, so you have seen hardness. Metals are generally hard, exception is sodium and potassium. Non-metals are brittle, but exception is there. Diamond is the hardest non-substance. Okay, iodine is a non-metal. You can beat a piece of iodine and it will break down into smaller pieces. Okay children, activity is given in your book, you can write it in the notebook. So you have seen physical property hardness. Now the next physical property is luster. Luster means shine. Metals have a luster, they have a shining surface. Like if all of you can see silver, gold, they have a shining surface. But non-metals do not have a luster, they have a dull appearance. But exception is there. Iodine is a non-metal, but it has a natural luster. Okay children, so this is about the luster. Now the next physical property is malleability and ductility. What is malleability? You know children, if you take a piece of metal and you beat it with a hammer, you strike it with a hammer, it can change into a thin sheet. Okay children, this property of metal due to which they can be beaten into thin sheet is called malleability. Okay, आप मेटल का एक छोटा टुकड़ा लीजिएगा और उसको हथौड़े से पीटते हैं तो वो एक सीट बन जाता है ना, जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं इस प्रॉपर्टी को malleability. जैसे आप ग्रैन्यूल का एक पीस लीजिए और उसको डस्टर से पीटिए तो आप देखिएगा वो एक सीट में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. तो मेटल्स आर malleable, they can be beaten into thin sheet. This property is called malleability. Non-metals are non-malleable. You cannot beat the non-metal to change it into a thin sheet. Okay, so non-metals are non-malleable. Now the next property is ductility. Metals can be drawn into a thin wire. Okay children, this property of metal is used in electrical fitting, in making net door, in making mesh wire. Okay, wire mesh, तार की जाली हम बना सकते हैं, डोर में नेट लगा सकते हैं, या बिजली के काम में हम लोग यूज करते हैं तार का. तो ये डक्टिलिटी मीन्स मेटल्स कैन बी ड्रॉन इनटू थिन वायर. मेटल का हम तार बना सकते हैं. ओके, दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड डक्टिलिटी. Non-metals cannot be drawn into a thin wire because they are non-ductile. You know children that gold and silver is very malleable. They have very good malleability, and gold is the most ductile metal. Most ductile means they can be drawn into thin wire. Only 1 gram of gold can be used to make 2 kilometer long wire. Okay, so this property is called ductility. The most ductile metal is gold. Gold, 1 gram of gold can be used to make 2 kilometer long wire. So you have seen that metals are malleable and ductile, and non-metals are non-malleable and non-ductile. Okay, next property is tensile strength. Metals can bear a lot of strength without being broken down. मेटल्स पे आप कितना भी वेट डालिए वो टूटता नहीं है. इट कैन बियर अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ विदाउट ब्रेकिंग. बिना टूटे हुए वो बहुत भार को बर्दाश्त कर सकता है ना. तो नॉन मेटल्स आर having low tensile strength. Metals have high tensile strength and non-metals do not have high tensile strength, but exception is there carbon fiber. ठीक है बच्चों, कार्बन फाइबर नॉन मेटल होते हुए भी इसका टेंजाइल स्ट्रेंथ हाई होता है. नेक्स्ट फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी इज कंडक्टिविटी. ओके, कंडक्टिविटी मीन्स metals can pass two things, heat and electricity. Conductivity is of two types, thermal conductivity and electrical conductivity. Thermal refers to heat. Metals allow heat to pass through them. For example, if you take a utensil and fill it with hot water and dip one iron rod in it, suppose a utensil is there and it is filled with hot water. Now dip one iron rod in it. Okay, this end is dipped in hot water and this end is not dipped in hot water. Now if you touch the other end of the iron rod, you will feel the other end is also hot. How it is happening, children? This end which is in hot water, it is hot and it is allowing the heat to pass through it from one end to other end. The heat is being transferred through this metal from one end to other end. This property of the metal is called thermal conductivity. Suppose it is an iron rod and if it is immersed in hot water, then the other end also becomes hot because this iron rod allows the heat to pass from one end to other end. This conductivity is called thermal conductivity. Metals allow the heat to pass through them. Now the next property is electrical conductivity. Means metals allow the electricity to pass through them. For example, if you take a battery, suppose if it is a battery, it will have two ends. This is positive end and this is negative end. Connect these two ends through a wire. इस दोनों एंड को वायर से कनेक्ट कर दो and connect the wire through the two terminal of the bulb. Okay children, like this you can see, you can show this activity. This is battery and there are two terminals, positive and negative terminal. Connect these two terminals through a copper wire and connect the copper wire through the two terminals of the bulb. Now what do you see children? The bulb glows up because electrical energy is there. From where this bulb is getting electrical energy? From the battery. And this copper wire is allowing the electricity to pass through battery to bulb. So this copper wire is a metal. Copper is a metal and it is allowing electrical energy to pass from one point to other end. Okay, this is called electrical conductivity. So metals allow the electric current to pass through them. They are good conductors of electricity. Therefore they are used in electrical fitting. You know children, silver is the best conductor of electricity, followed by copper and aluminium. But generally we do not use silver in electrical fitting because it is very expensive. तो ये बच्चों समझ गए आप, कंडक्टिविटी दो तरह का होता है, थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी और इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिविटी. थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी मीन्स मेटल्स हीट को पास कर सकता है और इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिविटी मीन्स मेटल्स किसको पास कर सकता है? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को पास कर सकता है. तो ये आप समझ गए. बट नॉन मेटल्स do not allow heat and electricity to pass through them. But exception is there children. Graphite is a non-metal. Again I am saying graphite is a form of carbon. I have already told you graphite and diamond are the allotropes of carbon, form of carbon. Carbon is a non-metal. Now this graphite is a form of carbon, but it is good conductor of electricity. So it is used in the battery. In electrolysis also you had used two graphite rods. You have already read the activity. These graphite rods are allowing the electric current to pass through them. So exception is very important. You have to memorize all the exceptions. Next physical property is sonorosity. Metals are sonorous. Means when you strike the metal with a hard thing, it produces ringing sound. When metals are beaten with a hard thing, when we strike, suppose if it is metal, if we strike it, then it will produce a ringing sound. Ringing sound. This property is called sonorosity. You have seen, children, bells. Bells are made of metals because they produce ringing sound. Okay, children? Now, non-metals are non-sonorous. Means when you strike it with a hard substance, it will not produce ringing sound. So, you have read all the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Earlier also you had read. Today you have revised. Okay. So, all of you will memorize. A table is given in your book on page number 42. All the physical properties are written there. Okay, children? These physical properties are given in a tabular form, and you have to memorize all the physical properties with exceptions. Exceptions are very important. Okay, so all of you revise it. Thank you, children.